All right, Headlands. This is one of Richard's fields out there in Europe, and we're going to make a headland for it. I'm going to change this icon, of course, but looks like a head. So what it comes up with is the green line is going to be your new headland, and then that just follows the existing boundary you have right now. If you wanted to set a boundary of 18 meters, you just do that. This just creates a boundary or a headland all the way around. That's what this does. This allows you to select a certain portion. We'll just reset it. Select a certain portion and move that chunk. So suppose we want to move it 18. Then we can just move it, and it moves it inward that amount. If you want to move it outward, you just go minus 18. Now you can reset, recreate the whole thing again, and at this point now you want to move this chunk back up if you want to start on this part of the field. Now if you didn't put the line markers here at the right spot, you can just move them. Oops, move them the wrong way. We'll put it right on the corner. And same with the other one. Put him right on the corner. And now if we go back minus 18, guess I could have just hit the plus minus, and select. There, now we move the line right out. And you notice these corners are a little bit funky. So we can clean up the corners by clicking there, selecting these corners, and then just hitting delete. And that just cleans up all the points in between, and it just makes a straight line out of it. Delete. And if you know that chunks of this are perfectly straight, well, if you just delete the points, then it will be a perfectly straight line. And it won't matter what the boundary looked like. There, so now it's nice and straight. Plus there's a whole lot less points to do the calculations on. Now the other thing we can do is we can move things manually. So if we select a, let's just make a boundary right now. Suppose you wanted to move this section back. We can do that. We can just move it up to where it was, and then maybe a bit over, straighten out those lines. Yeah, it's too far. Put them back on the boundary and accept that. There's like either you can make a solid boundary all the way, or a solid headland all the way around. You can select portion and select that distance. You can reset it. You can delete a set of points. You can move those points around, and you can just manually move it a meter at a time, the selection, and then accept it. So, and then once you accept it, there's your new boundary. Sorry, there's your new headland in the field. And that's it. And then as soon as you cross that boundary, it'll turn sections off. And I'm going to tie that in with U-turn and where you are in the turn and that sort of thing. So looking pretty good.